What's going on, dudes? Welcome back to the vault. It's your boy, MC Man Titties. um, and the film I will be reviewing, another late one, I know. Um, but yeah, I think we've already concluded that I'm an incredibly lazy person. But let's just jump straight into it. The film I will be reviewing this evening is Angel Has Fallen, and this one opens on Mike Banning hiding out in a dilapidated building before we see him go through a rigorous training exercise. Quite a cool cast for this one. Jared Butler returns to reprise the role of the tough-talking Mike Banning. Morgan Freeman once again plays the president, as only Morgan Freeman can. And then there's a great supporting cast. Jada Pinkett Smith plays a badass FBI agent, and Danny Houston plays our villain. The standouts for me, though, were Piper Parabo, am I pronouncing that correctly? Probably not. Who gave a strong performance as Butler's wife, and Nick Nolte, who gave an endearing performance as Butler's estranged father. Just a really enjoyable cast. The story for this one pretty much follows the same formula as the previous two in the franchise, but rather than have a monument or a city fall or a building fall, we instead have our main character being blamed for an attempted assassination. The film does pace rather nicely and does have some heartfelt moments, mostly between Banning and his father. There are also some moments of brevity and humour, with the comedy once again coming heavily from the relationship between Banning and his father. One particularly funny moment is half a forest being blown up by Banning's trigger happy dad. These films will never blow me away, with the writing or in terms of the story, but this one still did well in other aspects. Let's talk about the reason anyone is going to go watch this film. The action is as crazy as it gets in these films. If you are going to go for a lot of explosions and Jared Butler taking out teams of bad guys single-handedly like the killing machine he is, then this will be the film for you. There's nothing really new or exciting in terms of the action, but the action still does well enough in grabbing your attention. There are also some pretty slick one-on-one fight scenes, especially towards the end when Banning and our villain are fighting. The director for this one is someone fairly unknown. I mean, you probably haven't heard of any of his films. Or you probably haven't heard of any of his films. But Rick Roman War, I hope I'm pronouncing that last name correctly. Probably not. Does well in keeping the pace, of the film going, and gives us some enjoyable action, that we can stuff our faces to. This is definitely, a film where you can go in and stuff your face full of popcorn, and it is enjoyable. So, and the only thing I learned from this film was that I want Nick Nolte as my dad, even though he does look like a homeless person and he does grumble a lot, but I reckon I could live with that. So there we have it. There is my very quick review for Angel Has Fallen. I just jumped to two most important questions. Would I recommend this film? I mean, if you've seen the first two films and you enjoyed those, then I would recommend this film. Because you probably will enjoy it. But if you're looking for something else, then this film probably isn't for you. There's a lot more out at the moment that would probably be more your cup of tea, probably more up your alley. So if you've seen the previous two films and you liked them, you'll like this. So I'd recommend it for that reason. Question number two: does the film belong in the vault? Of course, the main issue with this film is that it's incredibly predictable. No surprise there. From the get-go what is going to happen, and it's painfully clear who the villain is pretty much from the start, within the first 5 minutes of the film. But having said that, I did enjoy this film more than I thought I would. It definitely grabbed my attention. Like I said, it's definitely just a popcorn flick. There's no thinking involved. You can just go and escape for an hour and 40 minutes. So for that reason, because I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, this film will go into the vault. So there's that little diamond star that's gone off with a grunt and a little quippy remark from Mike Banning himself. So we have it, guys. There's my review for Angel Has Fallen. If you've seen the film and you liked it, let me know what you liked down in the comments below. If you hated it, again, let me know why down in the comments below. And as always, guys, if you like what I'm doing here, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, share this video with your friends, your pets, your family, your friendly neighborhood terrorists. And until the next one, because I'm not sure when that will be, peace and love, my dudes.